Good morning, geezers. I just thought I'd get done with my morning workout. You know, I mean, we just, us old guys, we just don't get enough exercise. And so, my companion over here, we like to watch these shows where these people are out there dancing and working out and dancing, you know. Pretty soon you're going, Boy, I wish I used to look like that. And I just don't know if I can look like that anymore. But the nice thing about it is this, it's not complicated, is that if you need a little workout, mental workout, it works out your body too, because pretty soon you're going, And yes, well, everybody knows that I'm way past 70 now. And that's pretty much it for me. You know, if I'm sitting there going, my foot going up and down, and then I change that foot over here. And then I see these people do these tremendous gymnastic things with their bodies. And I think back, oh my God, this is a good workout. It really is. And when I get done watching this, I feel rejuvenated. I feel that my muscles could actually get back and start riveting themselves down here. And you guys should try this too. You really do. You really should try it, because nothing else works. You know, I mean, this works your arms, you know, and when you're in the wheelchair, and it works your thumb when you're over there going, spinning around in circles. The best thing for you to do is, I can tell you this, just don't try to do anything more than your body is willing to do. Now, your brain and your eyes and your ears will always have more ability than your body. And you've heard this before. And this woman here, she works out with me. We watched it together, and she's working out, you know, and she doesn't want to work out as much as I do. But anyway, you know, the old statement about men and women, you know, the spirit, you know, the whatever you want to call it, in the eyes of the brain is willing, but the body just hasn't got it anymore. So what do we do now? We come up with some good old artificial drugs. This is not one of them, folks. This is nothing artificial, or, you know, that'll give a guy, or they think you give a guy, the blood going from his brain down through here and trying to, you know, it works with some people, but not when you get old. Because if it takes all the blood away from your brain and shoves it down here and draining your heart, that's not good for you. It really isn't. Now, women, on the other hand, don't have that problem. I mean...
You haven't said anything yet that interests me, so I'm warning you, I may leave at any point.
Oh, okay. What would you like me to say that would interest you? Go ahead. Give me a hint. A clue.
No. This is your video, your idea. I cannot supply your reason for doing this.
So what you're telling me is, unless you have a point of view that may be or may not be agreeable to the rest of the world, then you're not going to be involved.
I do not want to be a party to a boring video.
Well, then just let me talk, and then after 10 minutes you can just, or, you know, just get up and leave. It's no big deal.
10 minutes?
5.
I just
Well,
want
if
to
you
warn
pick
the
those,
audience
I
that I may leave at any time.
There's anybody that's ever seen any of my videos knows that. That's nothing complicated about that. So anyway, I was just talking about if you
I
need...
do not regard talking about dancing as interesting.
Well, then how come you like to watch it so much? And like to do it so much when you were
I don't
younger?
like to talk about it.
Well, at our age, we can't do anything else but talk about it because you can't do it anymore. You show a couple of old people like me on the dance floor and I'm going to tell them,
I'm just
make sure you get 911 call here because any minute they're going
I'm
to go.
settling for walking. If I can walk somewhere.
Oh, with your walker, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I imagine it can be kind of hard to dance with something like that.
I'm not just going to sit. And talk about walking.
Well, I'm sitting and talking about dancing. I you know,
I know. I know.
work it out, you know.
I know. I don't see any point to that. I don't see any point to that.
Well, then what's the point of watching dancing if you can't, you know, get involved in it a little bit?
Go out and take a walk.
Yeah, but if you watch people dancing out on the street, you want to get the hell away from them as quick as possible. They're not the kind of people you want to get involved with on the street. I don't think so. Well, anyway, I'm trying to do this because we seem to have a problem with, and I say we, apparently, I have some, or somebody has some error problems. Again, you know, they don't tell you what the error is. But there's nothing on this video that would offend anybody.
That's the point. That's the point. Everybody knows that the reason why I took to YouTube was because I could get some subjects talked about
You're already using something
on YouTube that I couldn't get out any other way. I couldn't get my letters published by the newspaper. I couldn't get my books published. I couldn't get, so I just try to find an outlet that will take opinions that are stronger, not harmless little. I'm not trying to be harmless. You may be trying to be harmless, but anytime that I get harmless, I quit.
When have you ever found me to try to harm anybody? Think about it.
You just try to harm yourself instead.
Well, I'm nobody, so then how can I be harming nobody?
You're nobody? You've given up. You've become a nobody, right?
Well, that reminds me of an old joke, and I'll prove to you you're not here, okay? Bet you $10 you're not here. And you say, well, all right, I'll take that bet. And I say to you, are you over in Utah? And you'll say no. Are you over in California? You'll say no. And I say, are you over there in Hawaii? And you'll say no. And then I'll say, well then, in that case, you must be someplace else, right? And you'll say, yes. And so I'll say, that means you're not here. Give me the $10.
He and I are diametrically opposed in almost everything. Our issues, the way we vote, what we think. And what I'm doing here with him, making videos with him.
You're being kind. Being kind to us mentally unstable people.
No, he provided equipment that I
that's right.
couldn't come up with, and he also provided a certain kind of support just by being on a video with me, with opposing each other as we do. He's a liberal. I'm pro-life. I don't know if he'd call himself pro-choice or not, but he's a Democrat liberal, doesn't concern himself with that kind of issue. He's already voted. He just showed me. He's probably voting just the opposite of what I would vote. We do not agree at all. We do not agree whatsoever.
Yes, we do. You don't understand it. We agree to disagree. Now, that's the best agreement you can have. Once you understand what the situation is, we agree to disagree. Now, getting back to the old point about, like, my head is made up. Don't confuse me with facts. That is known as we agree to disagree. But that doesn't mean I don't like you or that I don't even, care about you. It just means that we're a different place.
He cares for me as much as he can.
Well,
but he's limited in what he
right.
He doesn't even care about himself, let alone me.
What is?
Because me, I'm on a health kick, so I'm always trying to give up something that is bad for me.
You know this is coming, geezers. This is that old adage, an old tired thing,
old tired thing. It's an old tired thing.
If you really loved me,
if you really love yourself, you'll give up your vices. You'll give up your vices. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. Why don't you try
it once in a while?
I eat, and I just this past month committed myself to not eating any of his bad stuff.
What ice cream, bad stuff?
Very bad stuff for me. Ice cream, it's lethal.
I didn't buy it for you.
And he was always offering it to me. He would never deny me anything that was very bad for me. Because he believes in people just doing whatever they want to. If they want to do something that's very bad for them, fine. He's all for it, And
well, when is exercise bad for you? I mean, I was sort of watching these people dance out there, and I'm going. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh yeah, that did you a lot of good. That did you a lot of good. I went out for a walk yesterday.
My eyeballs are sore just watching it.
And he's still walking. He's walking. Which I expect to stop at any point. I had someone ask me this morning, how is Doc doing? And I said, because they see him, they know.
Yes, we went through this earlier. This video is not going to go much farther than this. And she tells me this morning.
He doesn't like it anymore.
And she gives me this guy's name, and I said, well, who the hell is that? I don't know anybody by that name. The only one I know is real tall and is wired up on drugs all the time. She's this is a short guy.
We have people that are already doing drugs. We have people who are doing potato chips. They're like this big. And we have people who are killing themselves,
Since when are drugs?
Drinking themselves to death. He is one of the drinking himself to death.
Potato chips and illegal drugs.
I decided to quit eating myself to death, and he's very upset with it.
No, I'm not. I think it's great. I think it's great, folks.
Oh, you think it's great, but you would never emulate
she has saved me at least $10
a
week, just not feeding her, because
not eating anything that he offers me that's lethal, deadly, dangerous. He would give it to me in all the amounts that I could possibly eat.
I would be,
but I have recognized him as the enemy.
Give me some of
and
that. Give me that.
am not taking any of the lethal poisons that he puts out.
That's right.
Puts out. I know he's trying to kill me off, but because he don't want to die.
Come on, that almost came up through my nose. Don't do that.
I'm older than he is.
You're older than dirt.
But he wants me to go with him, so he's feeding me poison all the time, and I finally got up my.
I know. Got a new bra too, right?
No.
That's right.
And
the funny thing about it is that.
And I think it's time for me to leave now.
Okay, fire it back up and stick it on the tube. Well, you haven't said anything
Oh.
nasty about anybody, so there you go.
Oh, they should then.